Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of CTS Biz Talk. Hope everyone's doing well. Today is a pretty interesting topic. It's protecting your mobile devices. So, we get this question all the time from clients and family members as well. Should we have protection on our phone? We've got virus protection and endpoint detection, EDR on all of our servers, laptops, computers across the board. But in the end, our mobile devices, our cell phones, our tablets, these do have critical business data on them. We've got our Dropboxes, our OneDrives, our Box.com. We're going to have all the data coming through from our SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, everything that Teams is involved in these days, which is applications and all the plugins and everything that we have access to. You're going to have your CRM on your mobile devices, so client lists, proposals, our emails, our contacts. So basically anything that you can possibly think of from a corporate data perspective and personal, including photos and videos and whatever that may be, it's all on our devices. So this is my baby, right? Everything I have, everything that I need to have is on it with me at all times. I have it locked down. I have both biometric. I've got swipe codes. I've got 6-digit pins. It is locked down. But do we need to be monitoring the devices from a protection perspective? And for the longest time, I've said, you know what? I think both Google with the Android and Apple devices with iOS, people aren't targeting them. But in the last probably year and a half, that has completely changed. And so I've completely changed my tune, and so is my team on this. And it's time to get serious. So even if you have an iPhone and you're a diehard Apple fan, I hate to break the news, but those devices are at risk too. This is not just an open source Android issue anymore. There have been several cases in which the iOS and iPhones and iPads and even the watches have been targets of vulnerabilities and attacks, trying to infiltrate a network through them, as well as steal the data off of them. So the good news is, there's always a good news, right? That there are solutions out there. And so in the last couple of weeks, we've been playing with them. We've been testing both paid and non-paid devices solutions. And we've been saying this at CTS, and I've always said this. We are truly a software and hardware agnostic solution. We always try to find and recommend the best solution for the client while keeping budgets in mind. So in doing all the research and just installing various apps and just seeing how the performance is, what their capabilities are, and what they're able to overall protect and provide a comprehensive solution. The one that I found both for Android and iOS devices is the Microsoft Defender for mobile devices. So what's really kind of cool about this is, well, first of all, if you've got a business subscription, it's obviously totally free, which the vast majority of our clients have. So super easy to deploy. It just works out of the box, integrates with all of your apps. But what's kind of cool is they have this piece called the mobile threat defense. And what it does is it protects just not only like a typical virus protection, but it's constantly watching the data coming in and out of your phone, the apps that are installed, and everything else. So in the event that you go to a website and there's a malicious payload or this website's got code, it actually stops that. So it's providing full protection of the phone, the device itself, and the data that's on your mobile device. So web-based attacks, malware, phishing, or any kind of other malicious items that you can think of, the mobile threat defense with Microsoft Defender for mobile is doing a great job. So obviously, it's doing real-time threat analysis as you're using the phone, downloading stuff, checking emails, going to websites, open up files, proposals, whatever it may be, opening up various apps, downloading various apps. It's constantly doing that real time, but it's also doing some scheduled scans on the back end, and which is really kind of cool. So what it's doing, and I'm just going to open up and share this out. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Okay, if you're listening on Spotify, please hop over to our and check it out on our YouTube channel. But as you guys can see, it gives me this cool little thing, and it basically says, very nice, hey, everything's fine. But as you can see, it's what it's doing is it's doing app verification with all of the apps. We got to take a look. It's doing web verification, so it's constantly checking bookmarks and any websites that I'm visiting and doing that as well. The coolest thing that I found is, I don't know if you guys can all see this, is the network protection. So what it does is I go to Planet Fitness, I go to connect to that network, and it actually does a scan on the back end of is the data going to be encrypted? What kind of connection is it? Is it seeing other items on the network that may be penetrating? So it's actually protecting the wireless network and the communications that I'm using to access the internet and that network on my mobile device. So it's not just doing virus scans and stuff like that. Super cool. The deployment pieces are pretty straightforward. There's two pieces. You can have users go to basically the app or Google Play Store, and from there they can just look up Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. They can download it, and then from there they log in with their Microsoft Business account, and you're lit up. It does a full initial scan, goes through the whole phone, and makes sure that there's nothing that was resident on it before. The other option is if you guys are using full Microsoft Business Premium, which a lot of the clients are, you have the capability of using Microsoft Intune. Or if you don't have that, there are other MDMs or mobile device management solutions that you have the capability of. Once it's deployed and you guys are managing all of your mobile devices, you can push out the Microsoft Defender endpoint via the MDM solution or Microsoft Intune. So super easy. That's why you're ensuring that it's on every device within the organization. One of the things that I always talk about in the past and some previous podcasts and stuff, if you have a bring your own device, where basically employees and contractors bring their own phones, and then they're using that for work purposes. Obviously, I always recommend checking your company policies on what you guys have in place, because this is going to be one more business solution that you're dropping down. Obviously, it does provide that extra protection for their personal phones, which I think is a benefit. But some people out there are super, they don't want that. They don't want that oversight of what have you. So definitely check with legal team and all that other stuff. But so far I've been running this for a couple weeks now. Super happy. I feel more protected. I didn't think I had any risk, but better be safe than sorry. It did not slow my phone down at all. I haven't noticed a performance decrease at all, so that's always a plus. So hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. If you have, please like, subscribe, and also share out. Thank you, everyone, and please feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this on how to protect your mobile devices. Take care, everyone. Thanks.